So we haven't seen you in a few days. Just kind of curious your thoughts on the goods and bads of this past week for the team, like what they're doing well versus where they need to go.
Moving forward, yes.
The road game that you won in Florida 2-1. What was happening in that game?
Moving forward.
Well, okay. What was your view on?
It stumped you guys.
What moving forward? What do you have to do better that hasn't happened maybe the last week?
Oh, there's a number of things. I think when you get to this time of year, the play away from the puck, all teams are trying to improve in that area. Stick on pucks, positioning, trying to get through the neutral zone clean when you do have the puck. All the things that are going to be more magnified in another month here. I think teams are working on it, and we are certainly one of those teams trying to find a way to be cleaner, a little bit more competitive on the puck battles, and just be better as a team. I'll go back to the last game because I think sometimes people look at the score 6-2 and say, "Holy shit, what's going on?" Mm-hmm. I thought the first two periods, I don't think we had a lot of bad minutes. Well, I'll put it this way. I think we had more good minutes than a lot of people think. I just didn't like. I don't think we managed the game well after that, and with the two bang-to-bang goals, where I thought our coverage just sucked.
Is it hard to work on little things and to clean up all those things when teams have elevated their game so much?
Well, that's why we're playing these. This is why I'm so excited about playing these games, because the other teams are elevating. Especially in this little group of games, these are playoff teams. They know they're in, and they are working at their game. And it's a whole different level of where it was 3 months ago. That's why I'm glad we're in it. I'm anxious to see, can we handle that? And we have to make some subtle adjustments because of just our back end, as far as how many injuries we have, losing walks and the whole thing. But it's not going to. I don't want our personality to change as a hockey club. And I think it's a very important time for us. But I'm thrilled that we're in this pocket because we're still evaluating, so we'll see where it all goes.
Does it take the pressure? You talk a lot about how you like having, let's say, Mark Stahl talking to the younger defensemen. Does it help that these guys just play the game and they see how tough it is without you even having to say that this is the time games are elevated?
Yeah, we don't have to speak much on it because it's right there in front of us, and it's a good test for people. It's great for us in the process that we're in with this team to see us getting near the 70-game mark and playing games that mean a ton. I've seen things already, how guys are just grabbed a hold of it. Other guys say, "Oh man, I'm not going to make any judgments, but I'm watching this as we go through." And so it couldn't be happening at a better time for us.
How important is it to get the penalty kill back on track? I know that there's been a few mistakes here and there, but
personnel, it's a whole different personnel killing penalties in the back end. Huge part of killing penalties. So Shawzy's working at it. We're all working at it, trying to find a way. I think we need more saves too. That's a big part of it. That goes hand in hand. We're certainly working at it.
I guess in relation to that, Sam's played a lot over the last little while. How do you feel he's dealing with the heavier workload?
Yeah, I think he's okay. He hasn't been as sharp as he usually has, and that magnifies things. You pick apart things. Like I just did video and for a half hour in there today, and you look at some clips, and if the puck isn't in the net, you may not even be talking about that clip. We got to be really careful with that. It's why it's such a unique position in our game, the goaltending position, because your team plays off of them, And listen, I don't have any complaints about Sam. He has handled himself so well and played so much hockey. We got to manage him a little bit now.
What just your thoughts maybe then on Felix with him coming in for twice now? when you pull Sam and just maybe his game and where it's at?
I thought Felix settled herself down when we took Felix out. I thought he settled the team down. I don't think we were playing poorly. I thought their goalie, I thought he made some key saves for them. It could have been a different game going into the third period. I don't like how we manage the third period. I think we give him things for free. I think we turn one over at the beginning of the third period. We need to get momentum right away. Garney turns one over against Matthews' line. They keep us in the end zone for 45 seconds. They don't get much, but momentum starts that way. And then when they go bang to bang on, I think, simple coverages, the game's over. I haven't even watched the last 15 minutes because when they scored those 2 goals, the game's over. We needed to manage that better, but I thought Sandy gave us a lift when we put him in there, made a couple of key saves.